But when he walked away, I heard somebody talking about, he don't look tough. I looked up. Some cat named FATCAT. He's supposed to have been a big-time drug dealer in New York.
You're looking at death in the face. Pay attention.
5 or 6 ounces here and there. Okay, I could rock that up and sell it and get almost like 4 times the value from it. And that's basically where I was getting most of my money then from, because the hits was dying down. We damn near killed everybody there was to be killed. Those that we didn't kill ran and left the state. Because he just seemed that he just had to go kill somebody every day. Rocket Red would get, like I said, he'd get a little drink in him and so forth, and then he want to go on a killing bees. Hey, Boone, come on, baby, let's go ride, man. Let's go ride to the west side, man.
This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua.
Rolling down 109 in a truck. On my ride up to the light, that's what's up. Look to my right and it's a ride rolling up. It's Lucci telling me tonight we in the club. He got the 24 road Escalade. He got the Lamborghini doors like they blades. His hammers ring cause that's how he was raised. His palace mob and tonight we get
Listen, I'm from the ghetto, the slums, the rats, the roaches, the bums, the metal that stuns, the addicts, the cracks, the crumbs. The level with funds is tragic and lavish as none. With rebels, they runs and rabbits like savages' sons. With did him and Biggie and swiftly he shined the mug. That city a pity with 50 took 9 of them slugs. This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua. What's good, y'all? Welcome to Uncle Yashua 25 to Life Tales. Another episode. Now this one here, guys, I'm doing something different. So y'all gotta look forward. Y'all gonna enjoy this stuff. I got all these series. So I got different things I'm gonna do for the channel so that I can keep feeding you content. Let's go. And if you was getting money at that time in Detroit, you would have been worried about Nate Boone Craft coming to find you. Facts. In New York, we have people like Preacher. Y'all know I'm gonna do Preacher story. I'm about to break Preacher story down. Preacher's crazy. I heard Preacher, they was even raping you when Preacher. That's some whole next level stuff. I'd rather have Nate Boone Craft catch me than Preacher. Facts. I don't want to be caught with Preacher. No, he don't raping me too. You must just kill me, dude. This is enough already. That's some Creepyville, Preacher. All right, and Preacher like 6'7". Like, I don't want no 6'7" dude raping me. Facts. Period, right? I don't want no 4'7" dude raping me either. Just get it straight. All right. But so Nate Boone Craft confessed to over 30 murders, 30 homicides as part of his plea deal with the feds. He confessed to over 30. He probably had many more. This is a serial killer. It's a monster. After working as a hitman in Detroit in the 1980s and the early 90s, he killed over 30 people. Over. Boone was voted the top villain on the History Channel's Gangland television series. So in that television series on the History Channel, Gangland, he was voted as the top villain of them all. Nate Boone Craft. And today, at Uncle Yashua 25 to Life Tales, we're going to talk about Nate Boone Craft. Y'all about to see who he is. For those who don't know. Let go, Nate Boone.
It was more like addiction to most of them, but Reg was more like psychopathic killer because he just seemed that he just had to go kill somebody every day. Rockin Reg would get, like I said, he'd get a little drink in him and so forth, and then he want to go on a killing binge. Hey, Boone, come on, baby, let's go ride, man. Let's go ride to the west side, man. We can always find somebody over there by Amherst and so forth, Linwood, Amherst, and all them. So we ride over there, and next thing we know, we in shootouts. We're like, God damn, man. Is there anybody over here you don't want to shoot? Cause we ride down the street, we throw the car in park, jump out and start blasting. I'm like, man, who the hell did we just shoot? Man, I don't know, some motherfucker that'll probably hold us or hate us. Then later on, I found out there was a drug dealer that they were trying to move in on. But they don't want to pay me the full price, so they get me to go do it with them. Then they get me, you know, throw me some 5 or 6 ounces here and there. Okay, I can rock that up and sell it and get almost like 4 times the value from it.
So he said they would use him and they would throw him 5 or 6 ounces of cocaine. So they didn't want to pay him the full price, so they actually have him go with his boy to do it and then just give him some on the side. So he said he'll take the 5 or 6 ounces of cocaine, rock it up. That means cook it up, turn it into crack. That's what the rocking up means. And then he can make triple his money for it.
And that's basically where I was getting most of my money then from, because the hits was dying down. We damn near killed every goddamn body there was to be killed. Those that we didn't kill ran and left the state. Those that didn't left the state went to prison. Curry brothers, Chamber brothers.
So he said I had to start hustling because all the hits, meaning that the people who was hiring him to hit, to kill people was dying down. He said because everybody was dead, they didn't kill everybody. That's crazy. But you see, you're looking at death itself in the face, guys. That's what I'm talking about. This is the Grim Reaper. People are going to say we didn't kill everybody around, but just looking at you, smiling and laughing and talking. This is death in the face that you're looking at. See, this is what I'm talking about. When I tell stories, when I say when I went in jail and I start scanning the room, I'm scanning as a super alpha to identify these. That's what I'm scanning for. Where's the killers? Where the most dangerous ones in there? And if I walked into it and I saw him, I would see it. There's something that comes up off of them. It's an energy. It's a spirit. It's death. It's called the death angel. It's a dark demon. And if you're in tune in your spiritual realm, that's why you need to come to my ministry channel, Uncle Yahshua Mashiach Assembly Ministries. I teach you spiritual warfare, be in tune in the spirit. And I'll teach you to stop doing crime so you don't go meet nobody like this in jail. This dude, first of all, is probably about 6'5", 6'7", 300-something pounds. Straight assassin. He could kill you with his bare hand, snap your neck. You don't want to, you think you tough. Y'all think y'all so tough and bang, bang, got it, because you blood, you got all these people behind you going to jump somebody and do all that. No, this dude is going to do it by himself, an assassin, a one-man army. You're looking death in the face. My story of Ray, that's what Ray looked like. But he was more stone than that. Ray didn't smile. But he looked like him, a little darker. But he didn't smile at all. He at least smiles and talks. Ray was stern. He didn't never smile. But what I see on him is what I saw of Ray. And Ray's nickname was a Grim Reaper too. And he was a hitman. Facts. You're looking at death in the face. Pay attention.
5 or 6 ounces here and there. Okay, I can rock that up and sell it and get almost like 4 times the value from it. And that's basically where I was getting most of my money then from, because the hits was dying down. We damn near killed every goddamn body there was to be killed. Those that we didn't kill ran and left the state. Those that didn't left the state went to prison. Curry brothers, Chamber brothers. I mean, Big James and them was already dead.
Was Chambers brothers on the hit list if they hadn't gone to prison?
Yeah. They would have been hit that week.
Wow.
They was already spotting the girls and so forth, going down the alleys, making their deliveries. They knew where their spots was and so forth. Their next move was to wait till they came out to the island, or just went by their spot and just blast them.
How did you?
That was Boo, our whole idea about that.
How did you find out that they were the ones that had something to do with your brother?
So he's talking about the notorious Chamber brothers, and they had got locked up, and he said they was the next on the hit list for them to be killed. They was already scoping them out. So jail actually saved them. This is life that we lived in the streets in the 80s and 90s. This is a fact. When you was getting money, oh, they was coming. So now you're gonna know some of my stories when I tell you that I had cameras on, I was watching everything. It's no joke. You'd be more worried about the stick-up kids. That's what this is. They coming to kill you because the stick-up kids won't just rob you. They won't just come in your house. They come in to leave no witnesses. That's what y'all gotta understand. It's a different time. They're not gonna leave witnesses. And then you might get a psycho crew coming there and they wanna rape your girl and your daughter and your mama. I got a story I'm gonna tell on this channel where they rape these old 90-year-old people. 90 years old. These people, man. And this my hood. This is my hood, people where I come from. I remember when I heard that made me guard up even more. Because I'm like, if they liable to do that, my goodness, dude. People are sick, man. These demons are sick. All right.
Bruiser told me from the jump street that Boo and them had somebody do Andre, because Andre got some drugs from him and Andre didn't want to pay him. So they had to sneak around everybody back and get somebody that didn't know us and didn't know them, offer them some money to shoot him, make it look like an accident. They did. The guy stated that, hey, he didn't know anything about Andre. He was just told, to do it, to make a little accident. He was basically scared to even pull the trigger, but money was money. Bruiser told me exactly what went down and how. He said, man, Andre went to Boone and got some dope. He was over on 12th and Calvin, selling out that apartment there. Boo brought the dope by. I was in the apartment when he came up, but he stepped to the back of the room because he had his car 2 parked blocks over, and he gave Andre the dope. He had told Andre, man, that's a bad idea, man, to keep getting from Boo. He said, man, Boo and my brother Boone is down together, so this is great, I don't have to pay him back. And that's what got him in trouble, thinking that he didn't have to pay Boo back.
So at this time, by now, so you want to get your revenge, but Reg at this time has now gotten life.
Right. Reg was already in the joint. I was in the joint, but I was getting ready to come home soon. I was serving my time, but when I went to the funeral, that's when I found out what really went down. So I said, okay. I'm telling my friends in the joint, man, I gotta get this nigga. I gotta get him. They said, but what about his brother? Should we do something to him? I said, no. I like Rockin' Reg. But Boo was the one that pulled the whole operation off with my brother.
So listen, I want to point something out to y'all. He's in prison now, about to come home. Rockin' Reg, the one who said at the beginning, who's a psychopath, killing everything, is in prison. Your foolish butts, guys, will end up in prison and be right there with these fools. These straight serial killer, psychopath murderers who murder anybody that move. And you, listen clearly, you walk your little butt up in there with your little bedroll and you come up in there and they be like, go and sell 74B. You walk in there and Rockin' Reg is sitting there like, who you? You done got a bunkie with a serial killer and you don't even know it. This is a fact. Y'all better understand. Y'all better listen to Unc. That's what 25 to Life Street tells you. It ain't like these other ones. I'm going to try to teach y'all to stop. Yo, dude, trust me, y'all just want to stay home and work. You end up in this fool's cell. This fool is huge. Look at him. He's huge. And he's a trained assassin. He'll kill you with his hands. Facts. No martial arts and all that. Trained assassin. Imagine if he was a booty bandit. What you gonna do, my dude? They close that cell, lights out, gling, gling, 12 in the morning, you sleep, you wake up, he's standing over you, boom, punch you and knock you out. Then they take the sheets that they make, they cut the sheets into three shreds, 3 strands, and they tie the sheets. They take their foot and put it in and put it in a knot, make a knot and tie it and pull, tie it and pull, tie it and pull. They make a rope. And when they make the rope with their sheets, they use the rope to tie you with and tie your hands behind your back. It's stronger than handcuffs, the 3-strand cord. They got you wake, this fool knock you out. He gonna knock you out with 1 punch, okay? He can do it while you're awake. He ain't gotta wait till you sleep, but a lot of them do that. Or you'll wake up and he's standing over you with a big knife and say, put your hands behind your back. I mean, this is real stuff. You got a choice to make. You're gonna fight this big 7-foot killer martial artist who's just gonna break your whole face in anyway. You ain't gonna beat him. I'm sorry. It's just a fact. Unless you think really smart and have something. I don't know. I'm trying to get you to stay out of this situation. Stay away, that you're not even put into this situation. Now listen clearly. Or a lot of them, what they'll do, they'll knock you out. You sleep and you boom, and they'll knock you out 1 hit. You wake up, because a lot of them wake you up because they want you to be awake and screaming when they rape you. That's part of the joy they get. So they'll wake you up, throw water on you or something, or hit you again and wake you up. You wake up and you got your hands tied behind your back with sheets, and then you got a rag in your mouth. So you can't scream too loud so someone can alert the COs to come save you. And this big 7-foot dude pulled down his pants, probably got a big wee-wee, and and then they rip you open, and it's the blood coming from your anal that is the lubricant. Because when they rip your anal open, it just immediately busts and blood just pours out, and then the blood is the lubricant. I know it's graphic, but that's what you need to hear and know. Now, what you gonna do with this man in this cell? This is a fact. Pay attention.
I know Rockin' Reg gonna get mad later, but I'm gonna try to make it look like that somebody else just shot him. They were like, no, man, why don't you set his ass up like he do people, send him to prison so we could do him. I was like, wait a minute, John. I mean, wait a minute. If he come through here, y'all gonna do this? He said,
wow. Now we just found out from the introduction how he came up with the plan to cooperate with the authorities to get the people to come to jail. Listen clearly. He said, we're going to do this, set them up. They're going to get arrested. Then when they come in here, his boys said, we'll get them when they come in here. Stuff I'm talking about. You won't even know. You out there, listen, you out there hustling, doing your thing. They got a hit on you, another rival crew. You don't even know. You get knocked, you going in there. You have no idea. You just worried about your bid. You worried about trying to get less time, trying to get home and you don't know you already been set up from inside the jail to get you outside to come in. That means you got a whole team of killers waiting for you. What if some of them are booty bandits? Oh, y'all better know what this is. This is jail. This is prison. This is facts. What if some of them are booty bandits? So that means you got the ones who ain't booty bandits going to grab you, do it, to kill you, and then they're going to leave you. The other ones who booty bandits, they're going to do everything they want, but then they still want your body. And they're going to take you into the shower or take you into the back end tier cell that's empty that they use to rape people in. With the lookouts. So the guards on the count ain't coming, and they're going to gang rape you. And you had no idea. You was just getting money on the street. This is what that life brings, guys. It's no joke. All right, this is what this channel is about.
man, we gonna butcher his ass. Good. You know, we ain't getting out,
You
dude.
hear what he said? He said, they said, we're going to butcher his ass good. And they said, we ain't getting out, dude. They got life. This is what you call lifers. Lifers are people who already got life in jail. So why do they care? They're going to do ain't nothing they could do to them. We ain't getting out. It's fun to them. That's the thing that they're living for. Excitement. And that's why a lot of them who wasn't even gay or booty bandits become it, because they're never going to be with a woman again. It's no joke, man. It's no joke. Let me put that back a little bit. This is why, that's why I said to you when I said, yeah, it ain't, we don't bleach the street code. There's no snitching, right? Yes, I'm throwback, no snitching. But this dude had a plan, and he ain't no average, he ain't no snitch, because he fight police and everything. He was doing this for a plan. This is a straight killer. There's no rules for him. He don't follow by no street code rules or nothing. There's no rules. This man is a demon. It's the Grim Reaper himself. Ain't no rules for Hasatan, for Satan, Shatan.
The whole operation off with my brother. Now, I know Rockin' Reg gonna get mad later, but I'm gonna try to make it look like that somebody else just shot him. They were like, no, man, why don't you set his ass up like he do people, send him to prison so we could do him. I was like, wait a minute, John. I mean, wait a minute. If he come through here, y'all gonna do this? He said, man, we gonna butcher his ass. Good. You know, we ain't getting out, dude. So after I got out, they called me about 3 days after I got out. They called the number, I gave them the call. They said, man, go ahead and send that nigga through here, man. We getting everything set up. And if his brother got something to say, we'll butcher his bitch ass too. I said, okay.
So now he got out of jail. His boys, he talked to his boy in jail. They said, go ahead and set him up in the street to get him knocked so we can send him in here. And we're going to butcher his ass up. And if his brother got something to say about it, we're going to butcher him too.
But Boo wouldn't let me get near him. After they killed Mark Patrick, the funeral, Boo started opening up a little bit, but he was still paranoid of me. I could see this. I ain't quite sure if he knew that he was behind my brother's death or not. But I could see that he was paranoid of
So
me.
these are the guys who killed his 9-year-old little brother. And this is why he cooperated. He did this to set them up to get revenge for his brother. So he said he don't know if the dude Boo is I think he's one of the Detroit crew. I mean, what they call the best friends crew, one of the crews. I'll do some more research. But Boo is a drug kingpin. And he said, Boo, he could tell you don't trust him, but he know Boo don't know that he the one who killed his brother.
And I was like, okay, now I served my time. And you know why I served it, Boo. You left that shit in my car. Yeah, babe, boy, you know, man, I didn't mean to with the accident, brother. I'd have sent you money while you was in prison, dude. Damn, man, I'm gonna pay for this the rest of my life. I said, oh, no, don't worry about it. So he said, man, what it is, man, we got some new hitters on play now. I want you to meet them. I said, for what? You know me, I'm always a loner. He said, I know, man, but you know, these guys, I want you to show them, train them how to do things and how to do it right. I say, ain't no problem. Now, of course, I hung out with Boo for about 2 days at that point. And I know that he just made his pickup. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do it, wait till he make his next pickup. And I'm gonna put a hole in this fool head and just say, fuck my friends in the joint. I'm sorry, but this is money that this fool picking up. Plus, I want him to do it myself because he did my brother. Well, he didn't pull the trigger himself, but still, I wanted to do this fool.
So he said he was like, he about to do a pickup. He's like, you know what? I'm about to get the money for the pickup and I'm about to kill him. I ain't about to send him in the joint to my friends. I'm about to do this myself. He responsible for killing my brother. I want to do it myself.
Weeks later, I met the other guys working for Boo, Chuck. Name is Charles Will. I don't know why they called him what they called him on that program, but that ain't his name. His name is Chuck, named Charlie Wilkins. I thought he was cool, because he even told me that Stacy was trying to shoot me in the back of the head one day, that they told him to shoot me in the back of the head. But Chuck said that he stopped the guy from doing it. I don't know if it's true enough, but that's what Chuck told me.
Didn't Chuck make him take you to the hospital?
No.
After they shot you up?
No.
So what happened with the cab driver?
Y'all see him? See, sometimes I could see, sometimes he'll have a look and I could just see all killer in him, like straight. Let me see if I can catch it. Let me show y'all. Y'all need to know what the
Because he even told me that Stacy was trying to shoot me.
This right here when he's talking. You got to be able to see. Because when you got this gift, you'll be able to see when they talk to you, even when they smile and laugh, and you can see past it. And you see something so dark, and you better know, you better pay attention and stay away.
In the back of the head one day, that they told him to shoot me in the back of the head. But Chuck said that he
Watch his eyes. Look at his eyes, guys.
stopped the guy from doing it. I don't know if it's true enough, but that's what Chuck told me.
Didn't Chuck make him take you to the hospital?
No.
Yeah, look. This is your worst nightmare. Do you see how big this dude is? This is your worst nightmare. Mine's too.
After they shot you up?
No.
Woo! Look. Y'all better see.
So what happened with the cab driver?
That's when we went to do the hit on the guy that's supposed to have been testifying against Rockin Reg. This is what they tell me. Kill him off, we can get Reg out damn near. Made no sense. He said, man, just go do the hit, man. We gonna give you the money. I said, ain't no problem with that, dude. So Little Reg went and got the weapons for us. After we got the weapons from Little Reggie, we went back to my place. And at that point, I decided to set their ass up with the DEA. And have them take them down and put them all in prison and let my friends get to them. So Lil Reg came with the weapons, we checked them out and so forth, and when time to come to go to do the hit, we drove over there. Chuck said, "Dennis, man, I got this girl. She gonna let us know when the guy get ready to leave. He don't have his gun no more because he sold his gun to one of Chuck's friends. Chuck got the 357 to him. I got his gun. Now, he might got one well now, but we don't think so. That's why he over here at this house trying to, trying to get one. So I wind up stand on the fire hydrant. Chuck and them is in the car. Which car is on the other corner? The cab driver pulled up. The signal was for me. It's on the east side.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I can't recall it. It's all in the court papers. I mean, all the papers on over there. Exactly what street and everything. I said it's been so long, most of the streets and names I haven't forgot because I've tried to change the way I was thinking and so forth. But the idea was I was supposed to light a cigarette, light a match or a light to let them know that it is him coming out the door. At that point in time, I really don't want to do this hit. But Boone them and Lucky and them saying, man, since you've been home, man, you ain't did no hits. They're like, you done changed or something. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, remember when me and you went to do the hit over there and shit, and we pulled up and got ready to get out, but you couldn't get out the car. I said, hell, you see how big I am? You put me in a goddamn Camaro. Can't get my big ass out of the Camaro as quick as you can. Since you only weigh about $150, and here I am weighing almost 300 pounds, built muscle, but I'm still heavy than hell trying to get it squeezed out of a little car. So he goes to tell Boo. Boo comes back over to my place, but he come with Chuck and all of them. And I figured that they finna do a hit on me then. Because why would you bring all these people to my house? You ain't never brought nobody to my house. Everything has always just be done me and you. But of course, if they wouldn't have killed my little brother, none of this would have happened. We'd all still been out there doing our thing. But that brought down best friends. You can't be best friends if you're doing your own friends. And that's what Boo was doing. Boo was knocking off his own people.
So they had the gang.
Every time I turned around, Boo was knocking off someone or
There's a
having.
gang, Detroit legendary gang called the Best Friends. He like, you can't be best friends if you're killing each other. Like, how are those best friends? And he said they killed his little brother, the one that hired him to kill, and he don't know they knew it. They don't know he knew it.
Because they felt that, hey, Boo having us knock off everybody in the group. Damn near. Even though he coming up with excuse, well, he did this or he know that or this and that. So they finally peeped the move, man. Boo gonna have us done sooner or later. Now these are Boo close ones that near him, that's doing these hits for him that he been running with. Chuck, Stacy, Lil Reg, KO. They all got scared, like, man. So they got together and Stacy said, well, we need to do Boo. Chuck and all them bagged it up with Lil Reg and them. Somebody peeped the move about the hand grenade I hid. So that's when they talking about, hey man, what this grenade for? I said, in case I decided that I want to go to hell. I'm taking a lot of motherfuckers with me.
Whew. Did y'all hear that?
That's when Boo'd up, no baby.
In case I decide I want to go to hell, I'm taking a lot of them with me. He got a hand grenade. Remember, he's Army Special Forces Ranger. So he got grenades. He want to take a lot of people to hell with him.
Hey boy, you know, we come over here and see you want to do this hit, man. You know, blah, 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 this and that. And like, what you bring all these people over here for? Because we want to set up things here. I knew something was wrong.
So what ended up happening in they shot you?
They shot, after they killed the guy in the cab, then they turn around and shoot me and say it's all accidents.
And that's when, and then they got took down by the DEA right after that.
Not right after, but yeah, soon after.
Couple months.
Yeah, the DA knocked them off. That's when I did my corporation with them and told them, yeah, I could give you all type of information on them, you motherfuckers.
And that was just so ultimately, I guess what
somebody peeped the move about the hand grenade I hid. So that's when they talking about, hey man, what this grenade for? I said, in case I decided that I want to go to hell. I'm taking a lot of motherfuckers with me. That's when Boo'd up, no baby boy, you know, we come over here and see you want to do this hit, man. You know, blah, 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 this and that. And like, what you bring all these people over here for? Because we want to set up things here. I knew something was wrong.
So what ended up happening in they shot you?
They shot, after they killed the guy in the cab, then they turn around and shoot me and say it's all accidents.
And that's when, then they got took down by the DEA right after.
Not right after, but yeah, soon after.
Couple months.
Yeah, the DA knocked them off. That's when I did my corporation with them and told them, yeah, I can give you all type of information on them, you motherfuckers.
And that was just so.
That's the Grim Reaper. That's Nate Boone Craft. Now, that was 10 years ago. This is how he looks today. All right. Now we're gonna GG. See if she want to come in here. She got to come now if she wants to. You want to come in here, come now. If not, all right. This is how he looks now.
I was hired to kill Washi Jr., better known as White Boy Rick.
Kraft has admitted to killing over 30 people.
The most notorious gangster.
They call me the Grim Reaper. Looking for a life to snatch.
That's when Boone's brother get killed. After that, in them 2 years, Boone's brother get killed and Boone himself nearly get killed by them. Out of control.
Door open.
So
I walked back up to the front and leaned back on the fire hydrant like I'm a drunk. I got the big old long coat on and like this. He gets into the cab. AK, M16, 45, 9, so everything was blasted to that goddamn back of that cab. He pulls off. That thing I know. W hits the driver. Boom! The driver almost run into the house. I walks around.
Look at his hand. Pay close attention, guys. Look at that hand. First of all, it's huge. When he closed that hand and make a fist, look at how ashy. Look at his arm. Look at the size of his wrist. This is him at an old man. 10 years ago, you won't even want to see this because he's special forces, trained assassin killer. I can guarantee you this hand feels like a brick hitting you in your face. Like somebody hitting you with a cement brick. I pay attention to all stuff like this. I watch the size of their wrist. I watch the size of their forearm, their hand, because that denotes how much power is going to be hitting you. Y'all better learn if y'all don't want to come serve the Most High and be covered. You ain't have to worry about all this stuff because you have angels fighting on your behalf. Y'all think that's not true. Oh, it is true. There's angels and demons. You either have angels fighting on your behalf or you got demons fighting to destroy you. Facts. That's what Uncle's doing. That's what Uncle Yahshua 25 to Life Tales is, to bring you out of her, to bring you out so you can see, I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to run into this Grim Reaper nowhere in nobody's prison. Because what if he's a booty bandit, guys?
But then that's when I realized, what the fuck? I reached my hand back in the back, come back. It's full of blood. That's when other shots came off. Ain't this about a bitch a double cross? I pulled mine out. Boom! Yeah, the first shot that I went through, which car throat, and caught the other one in the back of his, way in the front of his head. Boom! And they both dropped. I tried to pull it again, I couldn't. Towards me.
I want y'all to see somebody look at
pull
his
it again,
skull.
I couldn't.
Look, see that cut? Look, that's a bullet wound. If you see the other hand, look like a burn on his whole forearm. That's probably a shotgun blast. My boy Rick Shelton had one where his whole forearm was carved out, carved deep all the way to the back, and this big black piece because the shotgun blast tore his whole forearm off, out.
Towards me. Fans came on, I talked to him and told him, well, I could tell you some shit. He said, well, we're going to take you to the office. They took me to the office. Then I seen myself. I was like, whoa, how do you know they had a picture of me? You know where we got that picture from? No. Pablo.
So now he's saying he went to set up them who came to get him from the other story, the beginning, so they can send him to prison so his prison buddies could kill him. And he went into the thing. They had a picture of him on the wall. He's like, I didn't know y'all had a picture of me. He said they got it from Pablo.
I looked over, oh shit. That's where they took that picture. I was on this yacht. How did they get him from his yacht? They doing a zoom in camera. But when he walked away, I heard somebody talking
about. He said a yacht. I think it's talking about Pablo Escobar. He said he was on his yacht. I think that's who he's talking about.
He don't look tough. I looked up. Some cat named FATCAT.
Uh-oh. Here we go. We getting there. Now he in prison. He said he's in prison. He hears somebody say, he don't look tough. And he looked up, and it was some kid named FATCAT. That's FATCAT from Southside Jamaica, Queens. From my hood, our hood. Strong from New York, right? From Queens. Right? Y'all know I used to live in Queens too. South Side, South Road, Linden and Baisley, all that. St. Albans. I lived in all parts of Queens. Cambria. He talking about FATCAT now. First foolish move FATCAT was making here was he said he don't look tough. The devil's a lie. That means you ain't got something wrong with your eyesight. Because this dude look like a straight killer to me. Old man and all. All right, listen.
Some cat named FATCAT.
Well, let me go back.
He's supposed to be the big. Don't look tough. I looked over. Oh shit! That's where they took that picture. I was on this yacht. How did they get him on this yacht? They talking about zoom in camera. But when he walked away, I heard somebody talking about, he don't look tough. I looked up. Some cat named FATCAT. He's supposed to have been a big-time drug dealer in New York. I go back into the unit and show people, even the white boy comes to me, hey man, I didn't start nothing, man. I didn't say anything about it. I said, okay, well, whatever, man. Listen, we can say hi and bye, and that's it. We ain't got to be trying to communicate with each other or this and that. But you can tell your fat boy up there that anytime he wants some smoke, he can get it. Now, on my way back,
you talking about FATCAT. Boy, FATCAT, you do not want no smoke with this killer, man. And FATCAT was, FATCAT was a tough dude. FATCAT could fight and all that, but you don't want no smoke with this dude.
Billy, a guy that I have to do some things with. He came out, he looked at me and I looked at him. Philly? I said, wait a minute, hold up. I'm trying to wrap my mind around you in the snitch unit. He said, yeah, man, those Italians tried to kill me.
So, you're in the snitch unit. That's funny, guys. Y'all know the story with FATCAT, right? I know Brian Glaze told that story. He said his boy Philly was in the snitch unit and he was trying to figure out what you doing here. Now, we know he in the snitch unit because he set up the dudes to get killed in there, right? He a straight killer, not justifying him snitching. You don't rat, period. He should have just did it himself, right? But he's saying why he's in there. So he's seen his boy Philly, he in the snitch unit. He trying to find like, what you doing in here? And he said the mob is trying to kill him or something.
Ain't you Italian? He said, yeah, I'm somewhat Italian, but I'm mixed. A lot of stuff went down with that 70 bull crap and all this other shit. And
a lot of stuff went down with Sammy the Bull. That's John Gotti's story in Case. And this boy, he's talking about Philly got caught up in it with all that snitching Sammy the Bull was doing.
I said, wait a minute, what you mean with Sammy the Bull? He said, look up. Look up. Man, that is Sammy. I said, why is all assholes got to be so high?
So he said, his boy said, he was talking about Sammy the Bull. He said, which Sammy the Bull? He said, what you got to do with Sammy the Bull? He said, his boy told him, look up. So they in jail, and in jail is tears. So tears go up. So they're probably at the bottom on the floor. And he said, look up. And he looked up and he said, that is Sammy the Bull. They was probably standing on the rail. Because they be throwing people off the tears too, just so y'all know, and to their death. And he said he probably looked up and seen Sammy the Bull. He said he looked up and was like, the hell, that is Sammy the Bull. And what he said was, why is all the assholes so high up? Because FATCAT was up there too. Remember when he looked up and FATCAT said, oh, look so tough. So he said, why is all the assholes all high up? Why are they all on the high tiers? It's funny. That's wow. So he's on the snitch tier, the snitch unit, which is crazy.
He's up there, FATCAT up there. I said, why is all ass? What you mean with 70 Bull? He said, look up. Look up. Man, that is Sammy. I said, why is all assholes got to be so high? He's up there, FATCAT up there, White Rick up there. Like all the assholes up there on that second floor. Sammy had sent somebody down there to tell me I shouldn't be hanging with that stoolie. I was like, who you? No. Sammy just told me to tell you this, man. You should be hanging with Bill, man. So, well, Bill and me go back. I don't know Sammy. Only for what I've seen on TV and heard from my boy. Tell him whatever you want to tell him, home, but nobody tells me what to do, when to do it, or how to do it. I'm not nobody lieutenant or ass kisser.
Nate Boone Craft. That's my little introduction story for those who never met Nate Boone Craft, labeled Grim Reaper, Assassin, Hitman, Killer. I'm going to be showing you these people and these stories so that you can learn spiritual warfare. You can learn to see death in people's voice, aura, energy, eyes. You'll know when you're around killer. Unless it's to do it to prepare you, because you really need to come out of her. You really need to stop serving the darkness. There's light and darkness, good and evil. The light, Sabaoth or Malachim, that's Hebrew for angels. Sabaoth is Hebrew for hosts. The Bible scripture says heavenly hosts. You have angels. You remember your parents told you got guardian angels? You also have dark angels. Those are the dark Sabaoths, heavenly hosts. 2/3 that fell turned against the Most High. This is for real. You have angels fighting on your behalf. That's where your parents and stuff been praying over you and stuff, and angels and stuff, guardian. And then you have demons, devils of dark Malachim angels that are sent to try to kill you, harm you, that'll get you locked up in jail and then have you go into a cell with some dude like this, 6'7", 300 pounds, but he'll be a booty bandit. Oh, y'all gonna learn some stories on here. Some that's gonna be very gripping. Very hard to digest, but you need to show it to your brothers, your sisters, your family members. Show it to these kids out there that want to live this thug, gang life. I'm just blessed that I made it through all that with my booty intact, or my soul intact. Also, not becoming a serial killer, murdering. Praise the Most High, I never even took a man's life. I kept missing. Praise the Most High for bad aim. But I don't think he wanted me to take a man's life so I can have that scar on my soul, because I got work to do for his, waking up his children. I'm trying to wake y'all up. Come out of her. Clean your life up. Do what's right. Help someone else. You'll get blessings from that. Yeah, life is hard. You won't get all the bag. You won't have all but you can get it the right way. You can get the bag. It'll just be a righteous bag. You do good things with the bag. But you got to clean your heart up and serve. Be lawful and moral. It don't make you weak. Do I look weak? Do I look soft? I ain't soft. I ain't nothing changed. But I conquer the beast that's inside, that lion. Looching them, rationing them in there. Keep them locked up in the cage. You have to conquer the flesh. Ain't nothing soft about me. I still knock you out. I still clap you, all that, but I won't now because I'm held accountable to the Most High. I stopped like I was about it. I'm going to protect myself, but I was never evil. I was never wicked. I never acted like I was the toughest, but ain't nobody, I ain't mess with, don't mess with me, don't mess with you. Like, I was well respected, still is. Never the toughest out of them all, because I got some real killers where I come from. Real tough legends. Y'all gonna know their stories here on Uncle Yahshua 25 to Life Tales. But this channel and these stories are a testament for you to come out and do what's right so you don't end up in prison dealing with this stuff. Fat Cat got life. Fat Cat did in 30-something years. These old men now trying to come home. You don't want your life taken. Trying to survive day to day. This is the new series. I'm going to have a lot of these coming mixed with my stories so I can keep content coming on the channel so it can grow. So y'all tune in to Uncle Yahshua 25 to Life Tales. Another one down. This was Nate Boone Craft story. Detroit in the building. Stand up, Detroit. Come in the comment section and talk about it. Uncle Yahshua 25 to Life Tales. Until next time, keep it functional. Love y'all. This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yahshua.
You wanna know why they call me Lucky Lucha? They call me Lucha cause I like to tuck that choochie. All the time on the grind, getting that doochie.
This is a little story on 25 to Life with Uncle Yahshua. Like and subscribe for more incredible stories every week.
Police are on the scene of a triple homicide on Long Island. It happened overnight at a home in Hempstead.
I'm from Hempstead, Parkside, the ghetto, the dark side, strong, the wrong, they think I'm supposed to burn.